And welcome back to the Secret World live stream. We're running a little behind today. My monitor decided that it wanted to keep randomly turning itself off. Upon further inspection, turns out that the power cord in the back of it just had kind of worked itself loose. So it was kind of kicking on and off. Pushing that back in seemed to have fixed the problem. Imagine that. Give something power and it works. I was freaking out there for a minute. If my monitor goes down, my 28-inch monstrosity here, I will probably just curl up in the fetal position and cry incessantly for hours and hours. And then demand that somebody buy me a new one. Alright, so we've made a couple of tweaks since yesterday. We're going to try moving into a little bit of the pistols section of the ability wheel, and what we're actually going for, we picked up this focused ability, this shootout that consumes all the resources. That's the only real pistol ability we're using right now. What we're actually going for, if we'll quit dragging abilities down, I'm shooting for this down here, and obviously it's an elite ability, so we're gonna have to see about replacing Molten Earth, but it's a big AoE kind of hinder. It applies hindered, just like this does, except it's AoE instead of a single target. Allows things to not move for 4 seconds. It's 2 seconds less than this, but it can affect a lot more things. And if we pick that up, we'll probably get rid of this, as well as Cold Wave with its ginormous 45-second cooldown, and look into picking up something else to replace that. So we're just kind of slowly building our way into other things. That's kind of the name of the game. As you get ability points, you can start specking your way into other things that you want to try. The actual ability itself, with not really any where's the right button, with not really any pistol passives, isn't incredibly powerful. This shootout, and it's not doing a ton of damage, even though the tooltips on these abilities don't say so. Anything that's a focused ability like that says consumes all resources, it'll do more damage based on the number of resources. So you want to have maximum resources on the target, to do maximum damage with the ability. The tooltips in this game don't do a really good job of explaining some things like that. Yeah, once you get to know things, you'll know that stuff like that's a given, but for a newer player, that's not necessarily a given. Usually in things like that, the tooltip don't say it. It may or may not be true. So it'd be nice to get the tooltips updated so they can definitely specify for sure which things are affected by consuming all resources. The pistol thing, at first I wasn't paying any attention to what was happening. Down here at the bottom beside my elementalism resources, I was expecting pistol resources to start showing up, but pistol resources actually show up on the target, as you'll see here if you'll look up at the target. After I bombard it with all my big heavy damage. You can see right there the pistol resources building. And then we'll shoot it with this focused ability. That, again, as you can see, not a ton of damage, but we've got those resources saved up. We might as well use them for something that seemed like the best one at the time. And so we're going to roll with this for a few minutes and get out of the blood magic. The thing I didn't like about the blood magic is the way the abilities queue. There's a pretty long queue for abilities, so if you spam a button 2 or 3 times in a row, you're probably going to cast it 2 or 3 times in a row. And with the blood magic, if you don't have the resources available, it will just consume your life to pay for whatever resources you don't have available at the time. So as a solo build, as a fairly squishy character, that was not working out well. So we're getting rid of the blood abilities, and what we've picked up is a passive out of the blood tree, but that doesn't actually require the blood abilities. And the gear management system has completely screwed up everything because that passive is not there now. If you don't know, gear management is a bit bugged. When you switch back and forth, abilities and gear items can just kind of be gone or moved or into your inventory. It's just I've switched back and forth between a single target and a AoE ability gear set and ability set twice, and both times either I've had equipment go just into my inventory that I had to re-equip, or like this, just weird abilities would either be or not be there. So let's get back into where did that? Where, there it is. It's in this tree. The vital fluids. Whenever you apply afflicted, you have a 10% chance of building one resource for your primary weapon. That's not the one. Oh, where's the ability? Well, now I'm struggling to. I don't remember which tree I picked up. It was a healing ability. Oh, it was one of these. Here we go. There you go. Just it's out of the fists tree, and it's just anytime you attack, you gain a single stack of a heal overtime effect that heals for 2 every second per stack for 3 seconds. This effect can stack up to 5 times. And so we've been running that to kind of keep us alive when we're getting bombarded by stuff, and it's helped. I mean, it's not going to keep your ability or your health bar just completely full, but it does help keep you alive. All right, and the rest, I don't remember if those are the ones I was supposed to have or not now, because it keeps changing those up. So we're going to need to get these guys. The anima charge didn't go off, that's why. Should have figured out how come that consumed all my resources, but the anima charge didn't activate. Just come on. And I've just completely stopped attacking now. Go out on a limb here and say that I'm probably about to disconnect from the server because I can't attack. And that thing should be dead like a long time ago. Buggy. This has been really buggy the past couple of days. Today is no exception, apparently. And this thing is just going to follow me forever, and it's probably going to kill me. And I'm not really sure why. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, look, now my abilities work. Okay. Convenient, thanks. Yeah, we're just gonna die. Alright, really buggy. Starting to run into issues when you get out of the very first area. A lot of the things that seem solved aren't solved when you get to different areas like that. Just randomly not able to attack the target that looked like it should have been dead anyway. Couldn't use any ability on it whatsoever. Just couldn't use any ability whatsoever. And now we've died because of that. And now we're getting attacked by things that we didn't see. And here we are again. Okay, they pick back up, but there for a second, once again, we just couldn't use any abilities. Okay, maybe it'll let us heal up this time. things have just changed since we left Kingsmouth and got to the Savage Coast. We've run into quite a few just run around and kill this quests that lead into another tier of run around and kill, more of those things. And bugs are becoming more and more prevalent over the past few days. I'm not sure if it's an update or something that's caused this, or if it's just, I hate to say it, but typical Funcom where, they polish the first area really, really great. And then after that, nothing else really quite works as well. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for now and just say that there's just still things that need to be ironed out. But in all honesty, right now there's a lot of ironing that needs to be done, and that guy's just healing for every bit of the damage I just did to him. That's always exciting. Alright. At least it didn't bug out that time. So we're going to try to deactivate this anima charge. That's 2 of 3. One more. And then there's another tier to this quest, which will probably be more of the same thing. All right. I have an AoE comp that would be good for taking those out, but I'm scared to switch to it because I don't want to spend the next 15 minutes trying to put abilities and equipment back on. So go to the main academy building. On the pistols I'm rocking, just in case you were wondering, some quality level 4s that I just had in my bag. I had to spend skill points to, level up the skill to be able to use them. But I had like 10 available, so I did that and then had enough points to upgrade my magical damage protection again. So the range casters don't wreck me quite as hard as they were now. I did finally notice a difference in picking up a point of magical protection there. Like here. This would be a perfect time to get attacked randomly and not be able to switch. Oh, I wish there were quick, like you could keybind to switch these. Maybe you can and I'm just not aware of it. Like, look, I switched to my AoE comp, which consists of some elemental and some blood magic. No, solo, load the AoE, load. Now, inventory full cannot, my inventory is nowhere near full. So, I mean, or maybe my inventory is full. Oh, either way, just aggravating. Let's put the blood magic or the elemental magic focus back on, and all these blood focus. See, it's just not worth it. This is just not worth it. And see that? I don't know why that's bother coming off, because they're the same for both setups. Head talisman as well, the same for both setups. This is the quality level 4 head talisman that I've been wearing for a while. And now it's saying this will bind it to you. Are you sure? I've been wearing it for a week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So just buggy. Is my inventory actually? Now see, look. Inventory is not full. I can just put all kinds of stuff in there. And see, now I can't swap those out. Go over there. So, gear management. Stay away from it. Just stay away from it for now. So we're not going to do that anymore. But that sure would be nice to be able to switch to an AoE comp real quick to just melt these guys. But instead, we're stuck with this. I didn't even look to see how bad that screwed up my passives again. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any healing. Yep, see it changed the passives to something else again. Those are not the passives I saved. Let's get the look your wounds back on there again. See, for these guys, the pistols aren't really a good option because by the time you get the resources built up on your individual targets and group mobs, they're dead. So you've got those resources not even getting used. And close the animal leak on the main building, which is outside. Go through the door, please. And how in the world did that get aggro on me? Oh, we probably ran right past this on the way through. Well. and a tweet comes across from Funcom, the Secret World. New clothing has arrived in the Secret World shop. Oh, I think you've got other priorities at this point, Funcom. I think you've got other priorities. Why is there not Animal leak at the main building here? I was just inside. There wasn't one inside. I just ran outside. There's not one outside. We'll go back inside again. And everything's already respawned. Nice. And it evades all my damage. That's cool too. See, no animal leak here, which it shouldn't be. check in here just to be sure. Oh yay, more monsters respawning. Go ahead and aggro me after I'm all the way down here. Go ahead. Yep, there we go. There's the mob AI that I've come to love so much. And where did all those come from? Oh man. Yeah, I'm screwed because I don't have any AoEs here. Get my body, get my body. Once again, get my body. Oh, that almost looked like there might be an enema leak there. But it's not there. When we come around the corner, there was a glimpse of an animation of something glowing here. And I'm pretty sure I've ran past this a dozen times, and there's always been one here. Ah, there it is. Okay, how am I supposed to close it if there's going to be a non-stop wave of enemies coming out of it? Alright, let's get this closed real quick before it decides it's not going to be there again. Go to the outer wall. That would be this way. Close the major anima leak. Come on, abilities. We have to move up a little bit closer than our elementalist abilities to get the pistol attacks in, but it's not like we have to be just right up on it to get it. Oh. And once again, I mean, nice character model. I like that thing's wicked looking. And it's gonna run away. Yeah, I mean that's an awesome looking enemy. Great design work. And collect our rewards. Let's get out of here before everything starts respawning. Alright, we've got this necklace. There's a little bit of an increase in crit and penetration. Looks like the one we're wearing's got a block glyph on it. I think we'll just keep that for potentially going into dungeons and just maxing damage and kind of keep a little more defensive items on us for right now when we're soloing. Speaking of soloing, apparently I'm going to do something about picking up a little more AoE, so what do we wish to choose? Because switching back and forth in the gear management system is just not an option at this point. I guess we get rid of combustion as much as I don't really want to. And I guess we'll go with electrical storm as an AoE. And we'll just add mind over matter back in here. Well, let's see if we got enough points for some more to get further into this tree, just so we're working our way through it. Whenever an enemy dies with your pistol resources remaining, up to 3 friends in a 5-meter radius around that enemy are healed. We'll buy that. And now we need to go back into the academy. And the creepy dude with the rubber gloves that don't want to be touched should have at least one more quest for us, maybe 2. I can't remember for sure how many of his we've done. We're going to go ahead and go around to the front so as to avoid fighting quite so many people. I need to make my way to this vendor right here because I'm sure past 2 days I've died a lot, so I'm gonna need some repairs. So let's figure out where this guy is at. I'm not sure which floor he's on. Go out on a limb and say not this one. And there we go. Since I can attack. Yeah, you go ahead and take that lore item, and I'll just fight the bad guy. No worries. Well, yeah, man. What'd you think I was doing at 2 o'clock? Although this is the last day of the Secret World for this week, because tomorrow starts the Guild Wars 2 final beta event weekend. So that's what we're going to play all day tomorrow. And probably the majority of the day. Just as soon as it goes live tomorrow, I have no idea what time it's supposed to start right now, but as soon as it does. I don't think it's open. I think you can get beta keys in certain places. But it's, if you've pre-ordered the game, obviously, you're guaranteed. And then I think certain places are giving away beta keys. I'll have to look and see if I have a referral key. I don't think I do. Okay. Look at all this repair work that needs to be done. You need to. If you're in the mood at all to play an MMO again, that's the one you want. It's going to be awesome. Not to mention, there's no monthly fee. So once you do get the money for it and buy it, you don't have to worry about it after that. Let's break some stuff down here. Get rid of some of this crap we don't need. Sell some of these consumables I don't freaking use too. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Those are useful items to have, but I don't ever use them anyway because you have to have your inventory open to use them, so there's no sense in letting them clutter up my bag. Here's these anima charges we picked up from killing things in an earlier quest that should have just disappeared as soon as we were no longer on that quest. Let's see. Let's go to assembly and break down some stuff. 158 weapon power, 158 weapon power, 21 crit, 33 hit, 22 pin, 11 crit power. I'm not sure. We'll hang on. We'll just hang on to that one. Disassemble. No, there's no way to drag them down to the action bar. The only action bars you have are the 7 abilities and 7 passives that you got. So, like quest items and stuff, you have to open your inventory. If you've got to use something for a quest, you got to open your inventory and click on it to use it. We're not going to use that. Let's disassemble that. 2 different fist weapons. Come on. Disassemble that. Oh, you missed my big rant on bugs just a few minutes ago. It's been really buggy the past 2 days, and just a few minutes ago, it wouldn't even let me a mob that should have been dead, according to its health, was following me around, killing me across the entire map, and I couldn't attack it. Like, I couldn't use any abilities whatsoever, even like big AoE abilities that weren't targeted. And in the gear management system, when you switch between different gear sets and different abilities, it loses stuff, and stuff goes back in your bag, and it changes what abilities that you had saved. And it's just, oh, I'm not having a good day with it today. Yeah, we'll probably play some Smite here. Just, I think I'm gonna play this probably for at least another 30 minutes or so, and then we may get into some Smite. Look, now it's telling me I don't have the skills to use any of these. All the quality level 4 ones, okay. Understandable. 158, 160, 149. That's got hit. That's the best one out of those, so we'll disassemble these other 2. And between these 2, 33 hit, 13 crit, 46 weapon power. This one's actually better. I'll need to put a skill point to use it again. I've got 2 skill points. I'll need more than that, so we'll hang on to the other one for now. Just gotta get rid of crap. Need to visit the bank and drop some of this stuff off there eventually. Alright, so we've got our gear repaired.
Hello?
Yep, this guy's got one more quest, so we'll do that. hear what he's got to say.
At least the war golem's still in formaldehyde.
Huh. It's funny you should mention that.
Funny, comical, or funny peculiar?
I don't really understand the phrase. I was auditioning it for future personable conversation.
Mixed success, then.
We have all seen the reanimated corpses of recently deceased staff. Felt pathos at those once great minds leaking from vacant orbits.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I have also witnessed professors of an older vintage making their agonizing way through the halls. Historically, many faculty members were convinced to donate their mortal remains to the Academy ahead of their untimely deaths, for the betterment of knowledge. I believe their knowledge is now being perverted by some vandalous hand. One that plays them like fleshy puppets to access areas most forbidden. We possess an Illuminati war golem from the 1600s, purely for reference purposes. The school records of its last activation make for gruesome, albeit entertaining, reading. Such an activation would require a full faculty meeting.
So, this could get worse before it gets better?
Oh no. I shouldn't think it would get better.
Alright, first goal is to obtain faculty records. In the bursar's office.
Happy
See the little
Halloween.
arrow. Oh, okay, there's the little, it was just so small. I couldn't see it underneath the vendor icon. Alright, so the bursar's office looks like it's upstairs. Looks like it's the room we were just in when we were trying to decide where the stinking vendor was. Okay, go to the arcane geometry room. Which the dummy arrow says is this way. Eliminate the Professor's Spectre. And there's one there's one dead body and one live one, so we'll just attack the live one, okay? Wow, that done a bunch of damage that time. I didn't move out of it. Go to the defensive magic room. Defensive magic. We're Hogwarts now. Hello, I'm Harry Potter. Ooh, lore item. Eliminate this professor, which apparently this guy that just ran out of here just did. So we're going to have to wait on a respawn. Yay! There he is. not taking any damage. And I can't attack him. And now we can again. And now we can't attack him again. And as usual, Thor's hammer finishes it off. Go to the parapsychology room. Well, at least she's there. And she's going to auto-aggro me as soon as I walk into the room. And it's bugging out so I can't see if I'm standing in bad stuff or not. To the occult history room. Stop running into doors. That's my next quest objective. Don't run into doors, you dummy. See if she just totally avoids all my initial damage. Thor's hammer. And the fight completely resets itself. Her health and my health both completely reset. Had that happen a couple of times yesterday. I'm not sure why or when that started, but it is a thing now. And now I'm getting the worst end of this. Alright, finally. And we're going to need to heal up for a minute. And instead, we'll just let everything in this hallway aggro us for whatever reason. Alright, hopefully we can sit here and heal for a second while we pick up the next. Consumes all pistol resources, summons a drone that will follow you around for 20 seconds. Every 2 seconds it will fire at the closest enemy. We're going back because we're trying to work our way down to dirty tricks to see if it's going to be useful at all. So, going to the summoning lab. At least I'm getting the questing that I wanted when I first came to the academy. I was like, man, I hope that like inside the academy is its own little questing zone where you walk around and do different things, and that's what we're getting now. So that's pretty cool. Okay, there we go. I was beginning to think this maybe wasn't the room we were looking for. And there we go with another fight reset. And the second time around, once again, I'm getting by far the worst end of this. I can't seem to do hardly any damage, and I'm gonna die. And there's not really a whole lot of reason for it. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with this game. I think final review will go up tomorrow. And you can check out the article on MMOgamer.com. And tomorrow we will be playing Guild Wars 2. And hopefully things will run smooth on that. I've had enough of this. And I'm not sure if we'll be back next week with this or not. Really aggravated. Really aggravated with this. It's really buggy. A whole lot of problems going on with this right now. Things just aren't going well. So appreciate everybody that came by to see the Secret World. Give us just a few minutes, and I think we're going to play some Smite. So we'll be back.